Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about how I lost 10 to 15 pounds of fat from quarantine. So before quarantine, I like to say that I was really fit. I felt really great. I looked really great is what I thought at least. Before then, I felt so good. I felt so strong. But then quarantine hit, everything just it pushed me further back into my fitness journey. And I think it even pushed me further back than what I even looked like. I've never been this big, at least for my size, my body. I've never been that big in my life. I mean, it sounds a little dramatic, but I've never eaten that much and I've never not worked out. It was really bad, but I didn't feel the greatest. So it's not after quarantine. Quarantine is still happening, obviously. Still wear your mask, sanitize, everything. I'm still taking precaution, always wear your mask. Since then, I feel like I've been able to recover back all that fat that I lost. And I feel a lot better now. So these are some of the stuff that to lose that 10 to 15 pounds of quarantine fat. I have a list right here and I'm gonna read it off of it right here. Okay, so the first thing, I actually got a personal trainer. Obviously I know personal trainers are really expensive and I don't suggest it if you can't afford it. The specific personal trainer was very, very helpful to me. I've been with her for about 2 months now. Also on top of that, she did help me, introduce me actually. I've heard about this a lot but I've never personally done it. I've never counted my macros. So she kind of introduced me into the macros world. She introduced me to counting my macros. I got a scale. That's how I basically ate. And also working out with her, it was very, very helpful. That was the first thing that I did. So basically I know that personal trainers are really, really expensive. I don't suggest getting one. Like I said, you can still go out to the gym and follow YouTube videos. Personal training is just the same thing as, following a YouTube video if you want. There's a bunch of YouTube videos you can totally check out. You can also check out my YouTube videos of some leg day, some booty day workouts. I'll post all that in the description box down below. There's a bunch of YouTube videos. You can always go to the gym, follow those YouTube videos, take a screenshot of the workouts and follow it. That's a full day of working out. But counting the macros, that was a little tricky, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not the type of person to always count my macros. I tried it out. I'm not gonna say that I didn't try it out. I tried it out for 3 weeks and it'll give you results, obviously. I'm not the type of person to always count my macros. I always eaten in small proportions and I will try to proportion out my food so that I'm not eating a lot. Counting my macros is a little too much for me. I suggest just proportioning out your food. Obviously, don't eat a ton of rice because you're not gonna burn off all those carbs and you're not using that energy. That's just gonna store into fat. Obviously, no point in eating that much rice. So proportion out your carbs, proportion out your protein, obviously as much vegetables as you can because vegetables are very good for you. I actually kind of stopped counting my macros, but we're trying out here. Yeah, that's the first things that I've done. I got a personal trainer. I also started counting my macros and that has definitely helped me. Next, I actually want to discuss about when I was counting my macros. I'd be at Chick-fil-A or Blaze Pizza and I'm just sitting there and I'm putting in these food that I'm gonna get at Blaze or Chick-fil-A and I'm seeing how much calories there are and it doesn't fit into my fats or my carbs. It allowed me to realize how much food is in those types of fast food that you buy. I know a lot of people who buy Chick-fil-A, we all love Chick-fil-A, we all love Blaze. Just noticing how much carbs, how much extra fat is in those types of food really allowed me to see what I was eating. And normally if I wasn't counting my macros and I just eat all those food, I'm not really burning all that fat or I'm not burning all that energy as much and it's just gonna store into fat. That was a real eye-opener for me while I was counting my macros. And also, I think you should always set a goal. Setting a goal will set you into a better standard for yourself, and it'll let you realize where you want to get to, where you want to be, or how you're going to get there. That's going to help you realize that you have a goal. You want to make it there. That's your whole mind focus. Once I realized that summer's coming up, I want to look like this, I want to get back to the way that I felt, like that was my goal. So I set that goal for myself, and I got myself a personal trainer, which you don't have to do. I got myself to the gym, and I made sure I worked out, and I made sure I didn't eat these types of fast food as much. I mean, I still do, but I don't eat it as much is what I mean. Eat what you want is what I say, but I mean, know what you're eating. Yes, I still eat like chocolate bars, but I don't eat the full candy bar. I eat a quarter of it, but I'm not eating that whole chocolate bar. So just proportioning out your food, making sure you know what you're eating and how much you're eating will definitely help you take a step towards where your goal is. So counting my macros again, my portions, my meal prepping, I actually switched out my oils. When I cook, I used to always cook with extra virgin olive oil, you know. I mean, I think that's good oil. I mean, I don't really know much about cooking. I mean, I know like the bare minimum. I used to use that kind of oil, and honestly, it's just extra calories that you really don't need. I picked up some spraying oil, what they call it, at Trader Joe's. It's still extra virgin olive oil. It's in a spray form, and it's 0 calories, and so that's what I cook with. And just like little things will help you get you to your goal. And so that's one of the things that I switched out. I also switched out eggs. Switching out my eggs to egg white, it tastes the same. I mean, I don't see the difference in it. It gives me a lot of protein, and that's what I need right now. Like, that's what I'm trying to consume. I'm trying to consume more protein. I'm just trying to switch out certain products of my food that I use, switching it to better choices so that I can intake more protein in my daily life. And also, I just want to say that every food counts that you put into your body. Like, yes, it'll feel super, super good that you're eating the food right now, and I totally get you. I love chocolate. I'll be in bed and I'll just eat Snicker bars like that. And it's so bad for me, but it's so good. I'm just saying, it's all about moderation, and I know it is a lot of self-control. I totally get that. Eating right is just, it's like a whole job. Making sure you know what you're putting in your body. Every single food counts. Everything that you want to eat, you can eat it, but you just need to eat it proportionally. That is the biggest key in following your goals. I just want to say that your diet is the most important thing to your fitness journey, to your fitness goal. Your food will honestly change your mood. If you're gonna be eating junk food all the time, you're gonna be cranky most of the time because you're gonna be crashing off through those sugar, and it's not gonna give you that feeling that you're gonna feel super great because you're just consuming all these chocolate bars, all these candies, all these junk food. I don't think it's gonna make you feel good in the long run. So honestly, food is just, every single food counts that goes in your body. Watch what you eat. It sounds hard, it sounds difficult, but think about it in the long run. You know, set a goal for yourself, make sure you stick to that goal, and then you will definitely get there, obviously. So what I'm saying is, food is the most important thing, and also training. Training is, that's a whole nother level, okay? I train at least 5 to 6 times a week, I believe. I'm gonna tell you right now that I don't train super hard every single time. Yes, there are some days that I do train very, very hard. Other days I don't train as hard, but I still sweat. And as long as I sweat, I feel like I am burning some calories, and that is all that matters, right? It honestly helped me get to where I am right now, and helped me lose all this quarantine fat in the time being. And honestly, like, I love it. I feel good, I feel great. I don't wish to change that. But yes, also between these past 2 months that I started to train back again, I actually thought in my head, in my mindset, in Marina's brain, I don't know, that I decided to not do any cardio. So I was like, okay, if I just weight train, I'll just, I don't know, gain muscle and eventually just lose the fat. If I'm trying to lose my quarantine fat, you need to hit some cardio. You need to hit some weight training. You need to do a little bit of both, okay? I didn't know that because I know a lot of people are like, oh, don't do cardio. It's better to weight train than do cardio. And so I'm like, okay, whoop, reverse that. Yeah, in the past 2 months, that's what I thought. That's what I was doing. And then I was like, I talked to my personal trainer and she's like, yeah, girl, do some cardio. It'll really help you lose those extra fat, lose those extra calories. You're like trying to burn all that calories that you gained in the past. And I do suggest doing cardio at the end of your weight training because then you'll have all that energy to weight train. That is my intake of my training style. We are just trying out here, okay? Like, no girl is perfect. I know that no girl or guy is perfect. We're all trying our best out here. And, you know, I'm still learning because I love critiquing myself of my form, what I need to do, what I need to eat, everything. And I just want to share all this information for you so that you don't have to do all those mistakes that I did in the past. And I just hope that these advice and these tips really helped you. And thank you so much for tuning in into this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That would help your girl out. Also check out my other videos. They will be posted down in the description box below. Eat your protein, do your cardio, do your weight training. Make sure you know what you're putting in your food because that is what counts. Every single day, every single second you're thinking about this food, eat it, but make sure you are eating a proportional amount of your food because that will make a big difference in your life. Thank you so much for tuning in on this video. I hope these advice and these tips really helped you, or maybe it can help a friend out. Share these videos. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.